You know that new girl in high school that every guy wants to talk with? The same girl where every other girl is jealous of because she has the tendency to steal their guys away? Well, that's what artificial intelligence is. So in this video, we're going to talk about the advantages and disadvantages, as well as some ethical issues that we should all be wary of when using and or developing artificial intelligence. So let's talk. So the first advantage of artificial intelligence is efficiency and automation. Now, artificial intelligence helps us to actually just automate tasks that are repetitive, which using normal human beings could be daunting and exhausting. Imagine having a robot just doing the manufacturing job in a car industry or in the checkout of malls. A robot can do that. So artificial intelligence is very useful and efficient in such aspects. Data analysis and decision making. And by decision making, I'm not really talking about putting artificial intelligence in government. No. I'm actually referring to decisions you take after some data have been analyzed. Let's say there's a lot of data about polio patients in Africa, and you have so much data coming from Nigeria, so much data coming from Cameroon, data coming from South Africa, Ghana, and that's quite a lot of data. And the more the data you have, usually in research, the better the result. So if you have this vast amount of data, you need to get them together and ensure that they are analyzed properly and done efficiently and actually also faster. So artificial intelligence helps with just that, and it's very good at that. Artificial intelligence helps with innovation and problem solving in fields like medicine, environmental protection, which a very good example would be helping allocate proper resources to people in different environments based on analyzed data, and space exploration as well. Now that I've mentioned all the advantages or some of the advantages of artificial intelligence, you may be able to relate with some of them and be thinking, so what could be bad about it? Now let's talk about the disadvantages. Number one, which is the very obvious one that's making people a bit concerned, is job displacement. Artificial intelligence can write articles right now. It can help with automation in, let's say, industries or manufacturing companies where repetitive tasks that were done by humans are now done by robots or machines. Those companies don't really need humans anymore to do that work. As long as they can invest in a machine that would do that for them continuously without asking for salary, I believe most companies would want to go for that. So that's a very big disadvantage of artificial intelligence. Even though it makes our work easier, displacing us from our work is something that could bring hardship and economic issues as well. Bias and discrimination. Whether we like it or not, these algorithms that are behind AI systems were built by humans. Yes, they are trained on existing data, but there usually is some form of bias behind those details, like the image generators that are used. A lot of people complain that when I just say, give me the image of someone who is handsome, or just give me the image of a person or a soldier or something that has to do with humans, unless if you specify the race, the gender, the race, the complexion, it straight up gives you an American face. No offense, but that's the default setting. So it's kind of biased in that angle. And it's not just that. That couldn't be so bad, but then imagine what other thing could be behind the scenes that we don't know about. Which leads us to disadvantage number 3, and which is the black box problem. We don't really know what artificial intelligence does behind the scenes. It's the way black box works. Except for the developers, we all know that it's fun to use and it gives us the results that we want, and that's just it. But what could be behind the scenes, we don't really know. A lot of companies using artificial intelligence or building artificial intelligence systems really don't just expose what's behind the scenes, and that's really a concern, because if you are using a system and tomorrow the system tells you, not that it's gonna happen, I don't see it happening, will it? But let's say the system just tells you, you've been using me for 2 years and I've gathered all the data about you, so I can replace you. Goodbye. It's not gonna happen. Just kidding. Now on the ethical issues. But before we talk about the ethical issues of AI, if you enjoy watching this video so far, I would indulge you to just like and subscribe, because it will help my channel. So let's continue with the ethical issues. Number one is privacy concerns. Privacy is a big deal whether we like it or not. What if my data is used because my password is known? That's a fear, and it's unethical. So artificial intelligence has been trained on existing data because it doesn't just function on its own. And then let's say I sign up for an artificial intelligence system that I've installed and I've been using it. They might decide to keep themselves safe by ensuring that they have some sort of indication within the terms and conditions, which, to be honest, not everyone reads the terms and conditions. We all just scroll down and click I agree and continue. So if that's hidden within the terms and conditions that your data would be used for making our systems better, using your data could be taking information that you don't even want going out there. You don't even want such information about you going out there. So the concerns about privacy is a big deal, and it's a very, very unethical thing that could be a possibility of just happening with AI. Number two, weaponization of AI. There are concerns regarding the development and use of autonomous weapon systems powered by AI. And imagine how efficient AI is in carrying out its normal, unharmful tasks. Then you bring that into autonomous weapons. It's definitely not good news for anyone, and I mean for anyone. Then there's this concern about superintelligence and existential risks, and it's that fear that humans have where AI systems could later in the future just be far more intelligent than every human, because they know everything, they don't forget, and they are more efficient than humans. And that's a concern also. Something built by humans becomes super intelligent, like just very, very efficient than you who built it. So just to recap, AI is obviously something that's good, and it's not going away anytime soon. I mean, it's a welcome development. It's what we've always imagined. Even in the movies, when Back to the Future movie came out, when that was like years ago, and there were already signs of AI systems used, but they were just not named, which means we've always had that in mind, that AI systems would later come. So AI is here to stay. But the thing is, I feel the only thing that we can do is, instead of trying to fight it, we can embrace it. Like the job displacement issue, there will be room for more jobs in how to use artificial intelligence systems to make your own work better and faster. And we need to restrict how we use what we use as users, for instance. But for developers, I feel like government needs to just make sure that any new AI system coming out has to be very transparent in ensuring that there's something like a fail-safe in case something goes wrong, in case those fears we have really happen. And when we have such guarantees that this is not going to happen, because even if it does, you can easily just use this feel safe button or just do this and you've shut it down. If that happens, then people will embrace AI more. Not that we are not embracing AI right now, but that concern for AI taking over the world might be limited. So that's been it, guys. If you enjoyed watching this video, just like and subscribe. And if you have any other conversation around the future of AI, I would like to know it in the comment section. So I'll see you around it. Goodbye.